chicken, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm automatic, it's a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can place it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sail that sea.
Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night.
Tucker
McCann's got it teed up. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Eckler, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up
back to throw here, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Austin Eckler, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball. But surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On is the Chargers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
Complete to A.J.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Short throw to Smith. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He'll try and run it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
And the Titans first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Makes the score Titans 3, Chargers nothing.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Herbert. Now this complete to Henry over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pick.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the...
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
They'll take over first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And right side, Henry's got it. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 16-yard line.
Over the middle to Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Third down.
Back to throw again. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Titans 6. Chargers nothing.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Herbert on third down now. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The quarterback is
now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going.
And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
a loss of 8.
On now is the Titans punter. 6-0 our score after 1. On now is the Titans punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken at around the 40. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Herbert off of play action. He's going to look deep down the field, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and it'll be Titan football. A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. Second quarter here, he has only one catch, but they have the lead. You got to think, though, he's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Derrick Henry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. And the Titans' 1st down.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. McCann's got it teed up.
The kickoff for Tennessee.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of 1. Brings up third down.
On third down, Herbert into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
3-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Smith catches left side.
The pass.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Titans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Henry's got it out on the left side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.